Ebonyi State Ministry of Agriculture and Natural Resources, under the visionary governor, His Excellency Engr.Dave Umahi, FNSE Eko-Baroha, is determined to transform the agricultural sector and to make it the hub of our economy.
We are going to produce rice in season and out of season. We will get the excess agric workers in the state. We get the excess workers of the local government and development center to each local government areas, each of the 13 local government areas. Then we get farmers in these 13 local government areas. So your takeoff point will be at the local government area.
The mission of this ministry is to empower our farmers to embark on mechanized and commercial agriculture so as to solve the numerous social and economic problems facing our state. The vision of the state ministry is to have a state where there is abundant job opportunities, wealth creation, food sufficiency, security and value chain for our agricultural products.
And this time we are experiencing dwindling oil. Agriculture is no doubt the only option, a very credible option that can give us employment, that can create wealth, that can produce food, that can guarantee food security. And that is why the governor has taken it as a priority program under this administration. What it means is that Ebonyi State, under His Excellency Governor Dave Umahi, is tweeting towards mechanized agriculture. We are going to involve the cooperative societies, we are going to involve the National Youth Council, we are going to involve the Rice Farmers Association, we are going to involve the PDP youths. Because I tell you, this program in agriculture targets actually the youths and the women, and indeed all farmers in Ebonyi State.
The Governor Umahi-led administration, within 100 days in office, stakeholders in agriculture came together to chart a new course in rice production.
Let us do something to know what is the need of the farmers. We are not giving fertilizer free of charge. So government can borrow money, and we can borrow this money very quickly and then use it to supply fertilizer to these farmers, and they give us undertaking. When they harvest, they will give us paddy in place of our money. So this we should do very quickly.
The Colloquium gave rise to the decision to revolutionize rice production and make it the greatest contributor in the state's GDP.
We may do well to remember the inaugural speech of our dear Governor on Agriculture, when he said, and I quote, "We shall engage our stakeholders and experts on detailed discussions on having an articulated compendium for the development of agriculture in our state." His Excellency went on to say that we shall vigorously pursue rice production. Today, Your Excellency, that promise is being fulfilled. Thank you, Your Excellency.
As part of the ministry's strategic plan, a 9-man committee was formed for each local government area with the mandate to interface with the communities with a view to identifying lands lying fallow or unutilized so that the state government can partner with the landowners and the cooperative societies with the aim of cultivating rice in the lands. The committees were charged to help government to interface with the various community leaders across the state with a view to identifying parcels of rice land lying fallow or being underutilized.
We are looking at 200 cooperative societies in each local government. If we must attain 350,000, but when it comes to farming, must we take the lands of farmers that are also into farming? Their only means of livelihood. So we started talking in Ebonyi State that we should be able to, register all farmland, an area, community. You get a number of people into a cooperative society, and then you can register their lands individually. And then when they come and they contribute their lands which you have registered, and then when you now talk about, assessing loan, you can no longer say you don't have collateral. Get this cooperative formed, get the land registered, get the land identified as per the kind of fertilizer they need, and then get the extension workers, everything properly prepared. We we appeal to Minister of Finance to immediately review the budget so that we can assess this 2 billion for rice production and the 2 billion for SME. Of course, when I went to meet with the president and I was talking to him about doing some of the federal roads, and I said to him, thank you for your policy on rice production. I said, look, Ebonyi State alone can produce all the rice we need in this country, and that is a fact.
Irrigation facilities and farm implements will be provided in the farm clusters. The ministry has also plans to cultivate rice in most of the government farmlands and to use Ezulo and EBSU permanent sites as demonstration farms. The ministry has a target of 200,000 hectares of land to be shared to 2,000 cooperative societies in order to strengthen the operation of the 3 gigantic rice mills in Iboko, Ikwo, and Oseda. The governor has paid over 200 million naira to clear the demurrage on the container carrying parboiling equipment for the 3 locations already mentioned. While each of the parboiling machines has the capacity to parboil 8 metric tons per hour, each of the 3 rice mills has the capacity to process 5 metric tons per hour.
I was also encouraged by the fact that CBN, said we are no longer going to fund rice importation. And so rice is soon going to be good in Nigeria, because what they were importing was more than 50 times what we were producing. And if you notice, some of those rice were produced and stored for over 20-30 years. And so by the time they come here, they are coming as poisons, chaps. So it has no nutritional value at all. And that's what our federal government has realized.
Agriculture being the main focus of this administration, His Excellency, within 100 days in office, convoked the first colloquium on agriculture, during which farmers, cooperative groups, and other key stakeholders were invited to join in charting the way forward for the transformation of rice production in the Ebonyi State. Recently inaugurated the use of agricultural machineries on the rice production to farmers, cooperative groups in demonstration farms in the permanent site of our university.
Farmers have been trained on how to use the farm machinery.
This training that we are acquiring here, to us that have been in Songhai, to be a complementary one, because it is going to boost the knowledge and skills that we've acquired from Songhai. And certainly the one we are acquiring here is practical and basically meant for rice farming.
In this training, we are selected from various local governments in Ebonyi State. As from ADP, I'm going to teach farmers, teach my EAs and other farmers in the local government where I'm working, and take it to the list of the farmers. There is the sense of training us, so we will train others. This training will be a welcome development in agriculture sector in Ebonyi State. 1, it will boost agricultural productivity in Ebonyi State. 2, it will increase the yield. 3, it will reduce stress, and it will promote manpower when we use machine. 4, when we use machine, we will have enough people we encourage into agriculture. Many people are getting declined, and mostly our youth are leaving agric for menial jobs that are not paying. We will tell them that agric is paying, and government is creating more interest to support agriculture.
Planter machine. This is where you put the seeds, and you put the fertilizer here. As the machine is rolling, the seeds will be coming out from here, from this outlet, while the fertilizer will be coming out from this outlet. This is made for covering the seeds to avoid the pests and ants picking them. You use this to regulate the amount of fertilizer coming down from here. If you want to high it, you put it this way. If you want it to be normal, it will be here.
This event is the outcome of the colloquium convoked by our governor on the need to tap on the incentives and potentials in rice production. We are here today to train our farmers on the use of farm machinery. Farmers shall be exposed to the use of rice transplanters, rotary weeders, threshers, harvesters, reapers, winnowing machine, mini tillers, rice hill drilling machine, portable fertilizer spreaders, tractor trailers, dry land iron wheel rotary trailers, and drum trailers. The area of interest in this demonstration exercise is rice production. It is hoped that this training will equip the farmers on how to operate the mechanized farm implements, how to maintain and service the machines and
Other crops of priority to the ministry include tomatoes, palm plantation, plantain plantation, maize, vegetable crops, and cassava. So far, the ministry is attracting a World Bank-assisted tomatoes project, which has the capacity to engage 30,000 tomato farmers across the state. 2,000 packs of improved tomato seeds have been ordered from the United Kingdom. The factory will be producing 1,500 tons of processed tomatoes every day.
We are preparing the beds for the tomatoes, and in the preparation of the beds, the soil was plowed. After plowing, then we'll have to harrow it. Then after harrowing, then we are using manual labors to prepare the beds, because our tractors cannot prepare the beds to the specification we want it. So, and these are the beds, and the beds we are using the measurement of 5-meter bed width by 40-meter length, and the furrow which we are using here is 0.5 meter. So this is where the seeds are going to be casted, and the beds are ready for the casting of the seeds, but we'll have to treat the soil against nematodes, and then after treating the soil, then we use diatop and other herbicides to spray on the soil. Then the diatop will be able to kill all the seeds, that the weeds, that the seeds are already here. Because if you don't do that, that means after about few days, then the seeds of weeds will start germinating. That is more reason why you have to use diatop herbicides and other herbicides, mixing it up together to kill the seeds of the weeds. And then after that, now the soil is already, the beds are already ready for casting of the tomato seed.
Palm and plantain plantations are going on respectively in the State Government House Demonstration Farm and EBS Permanent Site.
Of the state government being executed by the Ministry of Agriculture is going to be beneficial to the people of Ebonyi State, because we remember that some great universities in this country were built from the proceeds of agriculture. Oil palm is a good example. It is the proceeds from oil palm that was used to build the great University of Nigeria and Nsukka. Now the state is moving from using the university campus to raise enough oil palm, and with improved varieties, before long the state will be reaping a lot of dividends from this oil palm production. Then the vision of the state government trying to implement irrigated agriculture is going to make food available for Ebonyans. It's going to make raw materials available for the 3 big rice mills established in the state, and it's going to make Ebonyi people to have work to do. That people that go out every day for casual labor, if this area of land is being used for agriculture, people can come here on daily basis and find one wage earning job or the other to help take care of their family. So it's going to be of immense benefit to the people of Ebonyi. Thank you.
Every farmer is expected to have a maximum of 4 hectares to cultivate any crop, as may be agreed upon with the ministry based on state interest. The local government areas, development centers, and schools shall cultivate the measure of hectares as may be required by government policy. In poultry, attention is being given to ensure that the place is revived again. The farmers-friendly governor is already accessing 2 billion naira under the Commercial Agricultural Credit Scheme to assist the farmers through incentives and credit facilities. The governor has approved the payment of over 35 million naira counterpart funds to assist Fadama in additional funding projects. Several other programs have been embarked upon to enhance the practice of agriculture in Ebonyi State. They include Agriculture for Wealth weekly radio and television programs, luncheon with farmers by the governor, formation of Forum of Cooperative Societies, farm machinery demonstration exercise, disbursement of over 20 million naira in the Fadama 2015 rice farming flag-off, distribution of 2 bags of fertilizer each to 1,000 rice farmers, facility tour to all ministries' projects, planting of palm seedlings at EBSU permanent site, approval to procure 6,500 bags of fertilizer for sale to farmers in the 13 local government areas at 50% subsidy. Ebonyi State Fertilizer Blending Plant is now revived and has the capacity to produce 40 metric tons of fertilizer per hour. Restriction of the Ministry of Agriculture through the repealing of the Law on Agricultural Development Program ADC.
Necessary groups to be anchored by the cooperative societies, the forum. We will involve all of them, they will be here. And possibly we will also bring a proposal to the governor for the remaining farm machinery that have not been allotted or allocated to institutions to see whether cooperative societies, farmers, can benefit from the remaining ones.
Meant in the Ministry of Agriculture and Natural Resources. First of all, we are happy and glad that this governor has shown commitment, has shown the political will, has shown the zeal, has shown the desire to really use the Ministry of Agriculture to really be a pace-setting ministry in terms of revenue generation to our people, in terms of wealth creation, in terms of job creation, in terms of food security, putting food on the table of the people of Ebonyi State. I tell you, he has done this. Within these few days in office, his idea is that agriculture should be mechanized and commercialized. And that is why he has taken the bull by the horn by first of all convoking a colloquium, unprecedented and monumental colloquium, to interface and interact with the people, the stakeholders in agriculture, and the way forward, particularly in rice production. You will agree with me that Ebonyi State over the years is known as one of the largest producers of rice in Nigeria. Regrettably, it does appear we're living in our past glories. And that is what he wants to reinvigorate and resuscitate. That is what he really wants to revisit, such that Ebonyi State will maintain